So, denaturalization. Are U.S. citizens at risk under this administration? In this video, I'll explain to you what is denaturalization, what are some of the new procedures that this administration is going to be imposing on naturalized U.S. citizens, and are U.S. born citizens also at risk? Everything in this video. Hello everybody and welcome back to Immigration Channel. In this video, we'll talk about denaturalization, specifically under the new rules came out under the Trump administration. There are new guidance, there are new criteria for who might lose their citizenship, and maybe US born citizens might be at risk as well. So we'll talk about this, everything in this video. Remember, we have more than $170 billion that are going to be deployed towards enforcement. And a lot of talk has been emphasized about denaturalization, taking away citizenship from people that received it last year, 5 years ago, even 10 years ago. We'll understand who is going to be at risk and what you can do as a naturalized citizen to protect yourself. So make sure you watch this video all the way until the end, because I'm going to cover all the criteria and all the new changes that this administration is going to be imposing in the next few months. So first of all, you know that this administration is taking enforcement and using it as a political weapon, which means that if you are expressing views against this administration, they are going to do something about it, whether you're a green card holder or even a naturalized citizen. And you know, this has been happening since this administration took place, with all the executive orders and all the things that are saying one voice. If you're going to be against this administration, you're going to pay. And that's why the denaturalization campaign is also part of all this talk about enforcement, American one voice. And if you're going to be doing things against this administration, you're going to be also part of that target. So let's understand what that means. Which American citizens is this administration going to be targeting? Number one, any U.S. citizen Department of Justice determined is sufficiently important to pursue. Now, this is a term that comes from their book of rules, and it's very hard to understand what that means. But in my opinion, it can apply to almost any person that is doing things that are contrary to what this administration is planning to do. Number two, any cases against any U.S. citizen that is a potential threat to national security. And that could be anybody that has opinions or actions against the U.S. government or in supporting any organizations that are against the U.S. government. Number three, citizens who further the activity of unlawful gangs. So any U.S. citizen who is a part of a gang or supporting gang activity will also be targeted for denaturalization. Next are citizens who are engaged in financial fraud against the U.S. government, anybody who commits tax evasion, tax violations in a greater scheme of things, potentially could be targeted for denaturalization. And right now there's a task force specifically created for that to find those people. Any citizens who acquired citizenship through government corruption or fraud, if you obtained your citizenship by illicit means, you will be denaturalized under this new agenda. And finally, citizens that have criminal pending or final criminal charges or criminal proceedings. We don't know exactly to what extent, but that was part of that legislation that they amended right now to use to denaturalize people. Now remember what it says here, that they're looking to denaturalize people with charges that are pending, not even final convictions. Even if you have pending charges that are criminal to a certain level, you could be denaturalized. And this is a big shift from the previous denaturalization rules that we've seen. So let's talk about how does denaturalization work, because it's very important for you to understand it. Now, before we talk about that, guys, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show these videos to more people just like you. As always, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details and one of our team members will contact you ASAP. Remember guys, now is the time to book your consultations. If you're watching my videos and you're here on my channel, take advantage of this number right here, because you'll get a priority to book a consultation with me. And now let's get back into our video. So how does denaturalization work? The 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution guarantees that citizenship cannot be taken away. Guarantees that citizenship cannot be taken away without due process. Because of that, the process to take somebody's citizenship is complicated, and the government has a very important standard of proof to follow. Denaturalization essentially begins when the USCIS will recommend somebody's citizenship to be revoked. That's step number one. And then the Department of Justice will file a civil court. It's a civil, not a criminal court, with a federal court. They're going to file a civil complaint with a federal court. The federal government then must show clear and convincing evidence that leaves the issue free of doubt that this person should be denaturalized. But remember, it's still a civil matter and the burden is much less than a criminal court. However, if they pursue denaturalization based on fraud, then the standard is higher. It's beyond reasonable doubt. So, under what circumstances can citizenship be revoked? Number one, you illegally procured the benefit of citizenship by willful misrepresentation. So, for example, you didn't tell them that you were supporting a terrorist organization or you did something illegal when you're going through the green card. You didn't tell them that you committed a particular crime. Had they known that fact, you would have never gotten your green card or your citizenship. That concealment of a material fact would get you denaturalized. Number two, you became a member of an affiliate subversive, communist, anarchist organization within 5 years of becoming a U.S. citizen. You got your citizenship because a parent or spouse gave it to you, but their citizenship was already revoked, and therefore yours will be revoked as well. You were convicted of naturalization fraud, and as a result, your citizenship will be taken. Bottom line is that you can see how broad it could be, and almost any person can be linked to any of these points if and when this might happen to you. So the concern is that because it's a civil procedure and these definitions are very general, and they said initially that it's going to be only criminals, the concern is that more people could be subject to denaturalization in the next few years. What about somebody who was born in the United States? Can they just take your citizenship away? Essentially, they cannot just take your citizenship away if you were born in the United States. However, you can lose it if you decide voluntarily to renounce it. But the government cannot take it away from you because you were born here. I mean, the concern is that most people who are U.S. citizens should be worried somehow. Again, it's not an immediate threat, but the point is when the government is starting to issue these procedures and making them so easily usable against American citizens, it could be a problem. Just like they said initially, they're going to be deporting only criminals. And you can see that not just criminals are being deported, even people that merely overstayed. And that's not a criminal offense, even though many of you are watching this channel and might think so, it's still not. Therefore, the same concern applies to the widespread use of denaturalization. Again, it is a process, and now they have the tools to carry it. So far, we have 4 people in the past 3 weeks that were already denaturalized. Most of them were involved in criminal activity. But this is just the beginning. In any case, I'm wondering what you think about it. Let me know in the comments. Are you worried? Are you worried about your family members who are already U.S. citizens? And let me know in the comments what you think about it. And as always, if you need help with your immigration matters, send me a text 619-483-4549 or go to www.immigrationasap.com. Leave your details and one of our team members will contact you. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you on our next video.